While working in certain views, such as floor plans, Revit Architecture automatically infers the active work plane. However, when working in 3D and other types of views, it is useful to set a new work plane to ensure that the elements you are sketching will be placed accurately. The sample project opens to a 3D view. On the home ribbon bar, click Show from the Work Plane panel. A blue gridded plane appears on the level of the project roof. If I rotate and zoom in on the model, you can see that this visible indication of the active work plane moves with the model. The spacing of the work plane grid may be adjusted by selecting the element and changing the value on the options bar. The orientation of the work plane grid may be adjusted using the Rotate tool from the Modify ribbon. You may also change the extents of the grid when it is selected using the edge grips. When you switch to a floor plan view, the active work plane automatically sets to the current associated level. I will open Level 2 and click Set from the work plane panel. The active work plane is Level 2. I will click Cancel and open the north elevation view. Notice that the active work plane is not yet established when I open the Set Work Plane dialog again. Pick a plane is the default selection, and in this case, if we were to sketch in the project in a vertical view, you will need to select the object or specify the work plane from the dialog prior to beginning your sketch. To understand the object or datum that are associated with the active work plane, I will choose Set. Notice the name of this currently indicated. It is the element Basic Roof Generic 229. Selecting from the list of available named work planes allows us to choose a level or any named reference planes in the project. We also have the ability to choose Pick a Plane or Pick a Line. I will select Pick a Plane, which, when I click OK, Revit will ask me to specify the plane of the surface of an element in the model. Changing my view back to the southeast preset view, I can pick the surface of my patio. Now, if I wanted, I could place model lines directly in this 3D view by sketching on the surface of that active work plane. I will select the Model Line tool from the Home ribbon bar, Model panel. I will deactivate the Show toggle and begin sketching to indicate a material change. The sequence which you set the active work plane is not always necessarily before you begin the command. You will notice that on the options bar, while in the Model Line tool, the placement plane is indicated as the surface of the floor that we just picked. We can change our mind by setting this to an existing level or named reference plane. And the option for Pick is also available, which launches the same dialog box. Click Cancel to close this. Click Modify to end the command. I could just as easily place model text on the exterior wall to indicate the house number. On the northeast view, I will set the active work plane to the front of the tall vertical wall. Select Model Text from the Model panel and type in my house number, perhaps it's 40. Click OK and hover over the wall to place the text. Click to finish the command.